Plato was a Greek philosopher born in Athens during the classical period in ancient Greece. He founded the Platonist school of thought and the Academy, the first institution of higher learning on the European continent. So let's have a look at the valuable quotes of Plato. Knowledge acquired through coercion doesn't have impact on your brain. A wise choice is based on knowledge, not on statistics. Thinking is the act of conversing with one's own soul. Repeating a good thing will not hurt you. If the goal is not virtue, knowledge becomes evil. Ideas happen to be everything's source. Probably the most power comes from the wisest. Those who tell the stories rule society. The work's beginning can be the central portion. It may be impious to never assist justice for her need. Writing is the soul's geometry. Love is the name for all of our pursuit of wholeness and our interest to be complete. Then a bum becomes a second child, not just a well-used man. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. Virtue is definitely relative to every single of our behaviors and ages during everything we carry out. Any man can easily cause harm, but not all men are capable of doing good. Man's services is intolerable, the God's service is tolerably. Your son or daughter should play among beautiful things because that is the best kind of education. Good deeds strengthen us and motivate others to do the same, says the proverb. Poets often say wonderful and wise things that they themselves do not understand. Nevertheless, especially things real truth beareth away the victory. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. If we want women to do the same work as men, we have to teach them the same things. Excess liberty, whether in the state or in individuals, seems to pass into excess slavery. We can forgive a child who is fearful of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are fearful of the light. Truth is the beginning of all good for the gods and all good for man. Knowledge without justice should be called cunning, not wisdom. Conquering yourself is the first and greatest victory, and being conquered by yourself ranks being among the most dishonorable and vile things. Necessity is mother of invention. Time is reality's moving image. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Based in the proverb, we can forgive some child who can be scared of the dark. Conquering oneself is his first and very best victory. They undoubtedly give disorders very strange labels. Love can be just a word for your will and pursuit from the whole. The best kind of music is philosophy. Must not everything be swallowed up in death? Wine, beverage, and youngsters support the truth, they say. Democracy turns into despotism. Yule of order and divinity are acquired with the philosopher who relates to divine order. Bad people will find a way around the laws, while good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly. Beauty is inside beholders' eyes. He who loves touches, not moves in darkness. Wealth and poverty, one gives birth to luxury and indolence, the other to meanness and viciousness, and both give birth to discontent. Because an empty vessel makes the loudest sound, those with the least wit are the greatest babblers. Those who can see beyond their culture's shadows and lies will never be understood, let alone believed, by the masses. This is the root from which a tyrant emerges. When he first appears, he is a protector. Man is a being seeking meaning.